My name is Andrea Goyen. I'm the Chief Innovation Officer at 10 Strands. And in this video, I'm looking at one of the pieces of our glossary of indicators for our data initiative. And in this one, we're looking at the school district indicators for identifying progress on environmental and climate action. Now, I have to just say here that it's hard to narrow down the right indicators to think about for building out this part of the database. And this is really like the heart of our database, right? So we're trying to show here evidence that you can find on on a website, or you can find by surveying a school district that they are doing some sort of action towards environmental, or some sort of environmental and climate action across their campus, facilities and operations, in their curriculum, in their community and culture. So those are the types of things that we were looking for. And you can learn more about some of the methodology of how we did that on different parts of the website. Like here on the district indicators, we have some information about that. But generally, we worked with a lot of different sets of student interns from UC Berkeley and other institutions to help us basically scrape the internet or do surveys out, validation surveys out to school districts so that we could better understand what they're doing for these different indicators. Now, let me actually explain some of the indicators. So some of the things that we thought were really important to look for are things like board policies. So starting with whether or not this school district has any school board commitments that are focused on environmental and climate action. And there's some templated school board policies actually from the California School Board Association. So if you click on this website, you will see that the Climate Change Task Force has created a report about climate change, but also within this page, you will find sample policies and regulations that have been done by the CSBA that help school districts get a start to making some environmental policies and regulations. So that's a great resource. And what we did was we actually went through the databases of every single school district in California to figure out, have they passed any of those templated board policies? We also went a little bit beyond those, looking for customized resolutions or customized policy using specific search terms like climate literacy resolution, Earth Day resolution, different search terms like that to see like who has ones that don't fit into that category. And some of that analysis is here in the district indicators for action, which is organized currently by 250 largest or by county. And this has really helped us paint a much better and more specific picture of which districts have this policy investment. Now, other investments that we thought made a lot of sense to be researching have to do with investments in initiatives and investment in staff to lead those initiatives. So, and when we're thinking about district-wide initiatives, some of the things that we're looking for are whether or not there's evidence that the school district is doing something within a subsystem. Like, can we find evidence of campus facility-wide initiatives like energy efficiency, energy resilience, electrification, things like zero waste efforts, stormwater management, greening schoolyards, like all sorts of different things that might be taking place within their facilities and their buildings and grounds. We're also looking for things that might be in their curriculum. So can we find evidence that there are curriculum-based programs that are happening at every grade level or at some grade levels, or are students getting access to field trips or residential outdoor ed? So these are the types of things that we're looking for. Maybe even garden-based education we're looking for. Now, both of those things, campus, facilities, and operations and curriculum, kind of blend into community and culture, but we're looking to see, like, does the school district have something like a green, like a sustainability committee, or do any given sites have green clubs, or are they celebrating Earth Day on an annual basis? And we can find evidence of that. Do they have a sustainability website, right? So we're looking for different things that would show that there's some commitment across the district to doing this work. Now, really importantly, we're also looking to see, is there an investment in sustainability staff? Research shows that if a school or school district has invested in staff, that those initiatives are going to be much stronger because there's somebody to oversee it. So we're looking to see, is there a well-compensated employee? Are they part-time? Are they full-time? Is there a volunteer doing any of this work? Really trying to look for evidence that there's somebody who's tasked with this as part of their job responsibility. Something that's related to both of those, and actually all of this, is really achievement on Green Ribbon. So this is an awards program that was started by the Department of Education and carried out by different states. And in California, we have a tiered version of the Green Ribbon schools. So you can achieve at different levels: bronze, silver, gold, and green achiever. And they are assessing whether or not a school has taken action across 3 different pillars. And those pillars generally kind of relate to that campus, curriculum, community, and culture, but looking for that evidence again in facilities and operations, looking for evidence of environmental education, again, field trips, that type of thing. And then also looking for evidence that there's stuff going on in the broader culture of the school district. So we looked at the data going all the way back to when California started the program in 2014 to figure out which school districts and which sites within school districts have achieved Green Ribbon at any level. Now, the last 2 indicators in this category of district indicators for progress on environmental and climate action have really specifically to do with campus facilities and operations. So we are looking at facilities master plans and bond measures. And facilities master plans really are these strategic documents that typically look 5 to 10, maybe even 15, 20 years out, and are thinking about what are the renovations and modernizations that are needed to support the health and safety of a campus. And the reason that we're looking at this indicator is because we're trying to figure out if a school district has a master plan, it's likely that they're going to have some level of buy-in for environmental sustainability, only because California code for maintaining and doing construction renovation on some level kind of requires sustainability. And so we are trying to see who's got this plan in place so that when they update things like boilers and HVAC systems and other things, how are they thinking about this in terms of sustainability? And then bond measures, this is like actual construction and renovation. This is what you use your bond dollars for. That is required by Cal Green to comply on sustainability construction and renovation. So what we want to know is who's been able to pass a bond. We know that a lot of districts struggle to do this, but we want to know who's been able to pass a bond. And then within that, who is kind of going for the bare minimum requirements, which is actually great. You know, you're trying to meet Cal Green code then, but who's also going above and beyond and really looking to commit to sustainability and climate resilience. And then how can we help those who haven't quite gotten there yet to do that? So all of these indicators are really helpful for just providing, again, that next level of understanding of what's actually happening within our districts and our schools. Again, if you have any suggestions about indicators that you think we should include here, please do reach out. And just know that within some of these, like especially within this district-wide initiatives, there's a ton of different sub-indicators that we collected, but we're happy to talk through with you if you've got any great suggestions.